Hello everyone. So we're on the last week of Meadows. It feels like it's been a long month to be honest. Um, Epic Brass is always appreciated. Yeah, I decided to put on some more Amiga mod tunes because Atari ST Amiga are around the same time. So yeah, always good to put the similar stuff on. Um, what was I gonna say? Yeah, so we got the last week of Mados. We got the last day for Atari ST Takeover. I've already restarted with machines, so that if you remember last week, I tried to put on a couple of games that just didn't want to come on because the machine wasn't picking up the USB um, stick for some reason. So, like I usually do, if I do a restart, it's usually it'll pick it up after that. I installed Sundog, Hunter, and what was the other one? Oh, Paradroid. So we'll get those done and out of the way. So at least I can't really say that I've not done those. And then we've got, what's it, one more day of the main game for Mados and the last Friday random games for a while. And then after that, I'm going to have a week off because, I was going to continue, but I woke up this morning and I was just like, you know when you just get that kind of sort of like I enjoy the streaming, but I've had 2 months of um 2 months of events one after the other, and I've just done a full week of streaming, and I've got to hand it out to those people that can do every single day because I do other things as well. I've got job and my other half that comes in. It's who does nurse, who's a nurse, so their schedules kind of can be a bit everywhere, especially when they're doing lates. And then I've got to cook, and after you've got to cook, then you've got to go and prepare yourself for the stream, and it's just like people are just like, oh, you just stick on a video and start talking. It's like, yes, it looks that way, but you've got to kind of try and keep it entertaining. You've got to look at all the chat all the time to see if you don't miss anyone. You've got to keep the talking going if you can do. Some people are good at it. Some people are not so good at it. You know. And when I'm doing networking events, I remember one networking event for my business, because I'm a freelancer. Um, when I got back onto the train afterwards, I was knackered because you just go around, you speak to people, it just takes a lot out of you. It's weird. So yeah, so I'm gonna have a week off after that, and then we're gonna go back into normal mode. So I think when the week is gonna be. So we've got this week, and I think I'm gonna go to the Friday, the end of Mados, and then I'm gonna have a break from the first all the way up to. I'm gonna return back on the 10th. So that's a week and a couple of days. I think I'll do a break for. Give me time to kind of relax a bit and then make some changes that I've been meaning to make. One of the ones that when Antaeus pops in, the um, the Genesis thing, I need that to look a bit better. So I'm going to try and get that fixed. Um, there's something else that's been on my mind to fix on streaming, and I can't remember. Oh, I've been needing to do an animated emote, and I've got an idea for it. It's just getting it done. I've got to do it through Blender. Now I have some experience with Blender. I'm not very good at it, so I'll have to see how that works. But that's what I'm planning on anyway. Right, let's get on with streaming then. Uh, I'm on Windows. What's the last thing we did? Windows 3, wasn't it? And then it's going to be Atari Standard. Let's see if I got that right. Bro. Just going to update something. IST. That's done. Right, let's turn this bad boy on. Cross our fingers that it will still power. I have more reliability of this booting up than the Windows machine. Let's see what happens. Cross fingers anyway. There we go. Oh, somebody didn't turn on the bloody hard drive. Of course they didn't. Keep forgetting that. Go there, Erizo, and do eat squid. Thank you for the follow there, Andy Magic Knight. A name that I can pronounce, that I'm not gonna accidentally mispronounce. That always worries me a little bit. Speaking of which, someone else who followed recently, I'm gonna try and get the yeah, I'm reading this. I'm just gonna get this right. Kropotkin. I think I've got that. The problem is that person's going to say something in chat and then I'm going to mess it up again. But that was, sometimes it's like I'm looking at somebody's username. It's like, right, try and get this right, but I'm not always good at that. I think I need to get a preset of this done. I always forget about the game. Let's switch this off. Switch sides. Evening there, Andy Magic Knight. Cool, that's the hard drive in. Okay, so first of all, let's see if, what was the first? It was Paradroid 90. There was a suggestion last week. That's run me and run me 1 meg. Try the 1 meg. See what that does. It's been a while since I've last played this game, so I'm probably gonna there you go. It's a bit less out here. I think I just turned the line in yesterday. Oh, yesterday was, yes it was. Yesterday because we had to switch to this. Maybe wasn't working properly. That should be better to hear. Oh shit. It should be fine. It's a 5-second delay, so it should be. Let me just check what the volume is. Oh, hang on a minute. Right, okay, give me a sec. This is going to sound weird for a bit. It's because I've basically restarted Windows. So it's going to reset my my microphone settings. So, there we go. That should be better. Yes, no? Let me pull in the, that's weird, it's still not bouncing at the edge. Let's try 94, smash it to 100. 100 seems to be better. Yeah, that looks better. Okay. Cool. Yeah, apologies. It was, and you went quiet again. That's weird. It's almost as if it's almost as if something else is causing the microphone to adjust. I remember seeing this issue when I was on a video call recently. I think I was using Zoom. What Zoom has naturally is it changes the volume. There's a setting in there. There's also like the kind of like a noise canceller, and I think that's the problem, is that it does that sort of thing. Do you have a ghost with you? No, hang on. Just check the other stream. I'm just gonna keep talking so I can hear. Check the other stream. I'm just gonna keep talking so I can hear. Check the. No, it sounds okay to me. Yeah, there you go. Right. Less having to faff around with the audio. I think one of these days I might have to invest in some sort of sound mixing table. It might make things a bit better, but I'll have to see about that at some point. Right, how did you play this again? There's something about attaching to the other robots. I'm gonna have to look at the manual for this one. It's been a while since I last played this, so... So you can shoot the droids, you can also take them over. How was it? It says don't destroy all the robots because some of them can't be joined with. Maybe that's why, because I tried to interface with one that they couldn't be. Okay, let's try this again. Did I get killed by the door? Nice that I'm bounced to different places. Yeah, I know, there was a way to do it and I've forgotten how you do it. It's something to do with... Right, I'll just put this in chat. So that's what I'm reading it from an Amiga. I'm trying to quickly scan through this, but I don't see anything about... Some droids carry no weapons at all, in which case the influence device's own weapon is used, which behaves like a head-mounted weapon. Talks about the transfer game. I don't see anything. I don't know if anybody else can read through that and see if there's anything that I'm missing, but I can't see anything. Oh, there it is. Is it because I got no firepower? Oh, shit, I gotta know which side. Ah, fuck it. Takeover faster than the other side. Is that correct? Deadlock. Okay, that's good. It's equal. This side's probably going to be better. Yes. Got it. Hello there, Mitch. You need to have the most squares in the middle of your colour. Yeah. No sound where I am. You sure I'm not muted? Oh, you're not muted, sorry. Oh, okay. Now, I haven't a way of hearing where I am. Oh, okay. Fair enough. Well, unfortunately, I can't do sign language. Yeah, I know that you can go backward on the left. We just haven't explored. Oh, you piece of shit. Right, so if I hold down the fire button, I get the transfer thing. This sound looks best, I think. I think that's not going to get me anywhere. Whoops. fuck me. Finally found an ST streamer. Only for the rest of this week now. I think I said after this week I'll be back to Amiga Monday. However, what I'm planning on doing, I'm planning on keeping Atari ST Takeover for next year. I'm also planning on doing a bits thing. So if you do 1632 on bits, I'll do 2 weeks worth of Atari Takeover. If everybody doesn't mind that, because usually there's a Amiga channel. It's not that I hate the ST, it's just I wanted a bit of a break from it after doing a massive Amiga month last month, and it's just like I need just to kind of, but I am tempted to do this next year on Maydos because it's good to kind of have a good change every now and again. Better the robot you control and more shots in transfer mode. Domestic drawers never crack it. Yeah, I think I basically got a bit cocky on that one. Option screen, you can turn a transfer game off. Oh, so it kind of auto does it for you. That's half the fun, is transfer mode. Come here. I think this side might be ripped better, I'm not sure. I think that was a bit of a waste. I think I've done it. Yes, thought I did. Oh, fuck, I just noticed that the E was disappearing now. It's one of those games that you really need to spend a lot of time on just to kind of get good at. This side should be fine. What? Deadlock? I thought I'd got him at that point. Might be best to do that side. Oh shit! That was stupid. Oh, thank God. Where's the lift? No. think there's a military droid up here. I do like the way that the droids disappear when you can't see them. Right side looks better. Yes. There's a... Oh, there's no military droid. Okay. Must only pop in every so often. Out the way, out the way. No, no. Oh, you bastard. Fun game, but a bloody hard one. Another one by Craft Gold that people ask for, and this is on the Amiga side, is Virocop. That's another good one. The Paradroid never got done. I think it's on the C64. I think you can play it on the Amiga, and obviously there's ST, but you can't play this one on a Spectrum. The Spectrum got, is it Quasitron, I think it was? And then it was like a sequel afterwards. I don't think it's quite the same, but it's yeah, Paradroid's very good. It's got a lot of depth in it. I'm doing another couple of goes and I'm going to move on. Right, so there's a lift right here, I think. They both look about the same, but I'm going to take the right hand side first. So if you can imagine, I've got to use these plugs to try and defeat, basically get more plugs in than the other side has got. And I'm looking at the ones that do this, because they usually have one input, so when I have to do it once, deadlock. I've got to be careful with the nested ones, but I think this side might be okay. Because you've got this one here that's coming to 3. That should be him. Yeah. Oh, what? How? Yeah, it is. It's the asymmetrical. This definitely has a one more go element, because it's that kind of, you know, sometimes you can do it and then sometimes it's your fuck up. Right, come on. Let's see if we can get a transfer in. Gonna go right hand side. That might have been a bad idea. Because that third one looks like an inverse. Oh, thank God. Yeah, I know. That's why I was looking. That's why I was looking. Because sometimes I did swap depending on what the inputs were. What? I take it I've got to be careful on my shooting because that uses energy. Right inside, I think. Yeah, I think it shouldn't have done that last one. I just wanted to test to see if it was... I don't believe it. I mean, I'm definitely gonna let them play all theirs, think, oh, I see what you mean, okay. Alright, so let's try this again. Yeah, I see what you mean. But I've still got to be quick because it's a timer. Gotta go right inside with this one. Shit. I'm gonna go with this side. I think this should be fine. Yes. I'm not doing too badly on the transfer games, to be fair. I remember watching Geigerpunk play this, so I've got a fair, rough idea of how it plays. Oh. Swine. Yeah. Left hand side looks okay. Okay, go for this one, this one. Transfer complete. It's one of those he who dares, I think, on this one. Oh shit! I've just realised what that was. Bloody military droid. Little swine. It's probably not going to go anywhere with this one. Oh, that side, that one, this one. Oh, because if you do one, he'll take over. I remember now. I remember now, because if you do one and he does one, oh no, if he does one, if you do one and he does one, he kind of takes over you. I remember now. You keep saying this, Mitch, but I seem to be getting the robots. I think it's just good luck at the moment. I don't know how I'm getting this. Ah, energy. Cool. Hello there, Steve Tyson. It's not going too badly. Thank you very much. Thank you for the follow there, Steve Tyson. Why has it gone all a deeper colour? What's gone wrong? Oh, hold fire on it. Cool. Thank you. There we go. Thank you very much. So that's the level we're on, I'm assuming. Oh, that looks like a nasty robot. Shit, keep going. Stop because the robots are dead, so you run on the floor. Ah, I see, thank you. Idea being, don't wipe out all the floors with domestic robots. Okay, so I can get rid of most of them, not all. It does say that as a hint in the manual. Ah, fuck. I did much better in that round. Happy with it. I love Paradroid to bits, but my favourite is the C64 original. Had it on the Amiga 2 and wasn't impressed. Yeah, like I said, I've seen a guy called Geigerpunk on YouTube play this years ago on C64. If you get knocked back to work, you need a 300 phone to get back in. Yep. No, it's fine. It's a learning curve. Still happy I managed to get some decent robots. There's a 3 and a 1. I'm gonna stay on this side. Oh no! Yeah, I'll stay on this side. I'm going 3. What? I didn't even see who. Oh. Okay. Never mind. This side looks better. Deadlock? Ah. The explosions hurt you. Oh, that's a bit jammy. Right, one more go. I said this a couple of games ago. It's always good when you can do one more go when you're still playing it a bit later on. I think I'm going to stay on here. I don't entirely think it's a good idea, but... yes, thought so. It's about equal, I'd say, but I'm going to go right inside. I think that might be rejected. Yeah. Stay on this side, I don't know why I'm doing this. Left side looks a bit easier, I think. Because he's got to get more in. That looks like a win. Yes. Right, trying to avoid the bridge this time. I'm sure I went down last time. Let's go to the bottom. Ah, get out the way. Shit, that almost killed me. Whoa! I did not see that until the last minute. That's the problem. Sometimes you just hear the shots and then you finally see where the shots are coming from. And then it's like, then you gotta move. I'd still say it's much better if you turn the transfer game off and then all you've got to do is touch when it's happening. Yeah, but I kind of missed the kind of I think that's what I enjoy about the challenge about the transfer game. I mean, I've not done too badly with it. I've not failed all the time, but you know, there are times that I have won. Like some of the bots you said, oh, don't go for that, where I managed to get the bot. So I think it just depends. But yeah, I enjoyed the transfer game. No, you're not an idiot. It's just you prefer it without the yeah, I get what you mean. Because I wouldn't have played this in a C64 as a Spectrum person, so I don't know the difference between the two. But for me, I quite enjoy it on this version. That's fine. It's an entertaining blast onto the transfer game mode. There, C64. Yeah, that option. Oh right, I see. Yeah, so you had to do transfer on the C64. It's fine. And the retro hitch. Nah, it's fine. Okay, so am I doing another one of these for retro hitch, or am I gonna move on? Yep, hitch does get everywhere. But in fact, I did actually see. I think you were playing the Mega. I got to get this right because the Sega 32X is the American one. Mega is it? No, just 32X. That's it. So the 32X I think you were playing before. I did have a glimpse of you playing Super Star Wars. Fortunately, I ended up having to go out to Costco, so I didn't get to see the rest of it. Apologies, but I did leave the channel on, so you got some viewage time anyway. Because sometimes I'll do that. Like for example, if I go to bed and I'll have someone on, I'll leave it on so they can get some viewage time from me. It's a bit probably something that Twitch doesn't like, but it's tough. It's like it's what I do. It's fine. I remember being quite tired on Sunday when I was doing a stream for Pirates. And then I think I was going to do another 15 minutes, and I was just like, nah, I can't do another 15 minutes. So my brain is just gone. I bet that's what happens usually sometimes. Would have bought you Rhythm 2 twice to for the ST done. I actually got it, I don't know if you've heard of this game, Hyper Sentinel, that came out a few years ago. This is like, I think it's like a modern version of Iridium, or a remake of it. Comes in this kind of tape thing, but actually, no, it's not a tape. It's a USB pen. So that's how they kind of did that. I think they've got a small little set. This is from Huey. So, Rob, Andrew's son, has taken over that, I believe. I see him every so often. You have 100% save on a Hyper Sentinel. Yeah, I've not played much of it because I'm not very good at Hyper Sentinel, but I got the first one, so that's good. I also got the I got 2 copies of their book actually, because I'm only meant to get one, and I got 2 for some reason. I don't know. I queried it, and he was like, "It's fine, don't worry about it." So anyway, let's shift over to a new game. So that's Paradroid done. The next one was Sundog, someone suggested. No problem, Mitch. No, I do. Sorry, that was not meant to be pinned. I'm fighting with very small space on my desk at the moment, which is why that was pinned accidentally. Immediate manual, great. Hang on. Sundog manual. That's not what I wanted. I've got one from Apple. I'm assuming it'll be the same one. Yeah, I've got the Apple II version manual here. The joystick controls a pointer plus on a screen. Think of the pointer as a imaginary fingertip. Moving the pointer over an imaginary button on a screen and pressing 0 on a joystick will push on screen. Oh, so someone's got a fancy in their face if it's the same one. Was we compressed on mine the other day? My high SFX kept going off. Turns out my joystick keyboard was pressing space on my PC keyboard. Yeah, always fun when that happens. Oh, have we got a crash? Right, give me a second. Shit. Didn't pick up the hard drive. It's not picking it up again. Give me a second. Let me switch sides. There we go. No problem. Hitch. You have an original copy somewhere that I was going to send it to Galahad, but it already had a copy. So if you can hack the gem code out, if you can make it on Amiga. Huh. So it gives me the FTL logo, but it doesn't do anything else. I'm not getting any joystick input. That's strange. Function keys don't do anything. Got a green light down here and a yellow light over there. I don't know if it's trying to read something. Might not be able to play Sundog. The Apple manual has not given me much. There's a Reddit post that says Sundog for Atari ST, how to get it working. That's not a great thing to find out. It did say, yeah, I got TOS 1.4. So the TOS that it reads is the one that is actually on the system. So these little chips here used to be in the Atari ST. This was the old version 1 chips. I recently upgraded to 1.4, so that's what this is. Rainbow TOS is on this. So it could be, it doesn't like 1.4. It should be... Just having a quick look at this thing. Yeah, I can't see anything. I'm going to say I can't run this one. Unfortunately, I'll have to see what the issue is later. Because otherwise we're not getting in enough game time if I keep faffing around with it. Maybe I can see if the Mister will run it at some point. It's interesting that when the mess up happens, I've got to switch. So just in case you've never seen one of these, give me a second. So this here is an Ultra Satan. Basically acts like a hard drive, and I'm swapping between these two here when it kind of goes wrong. So when I turn it on, it doesn't pick up. I'll turn it off. I'll move this SD card from here to here or the other way around. It generally seems to pick it up. So we've got two lights there, which is red to say, you know, for hot swapping. Take that out. You can see, I don't know if you saw that, but the red here popped in to say, yeah, I couldn't read it. And then I'm going to switch this back, hopefully. There we go. The Ultra Satan is a really nice investment. But one thing to note, there's a lot of games that won't run because I'll need about 2 meg. This Atari ST is a 1040. So that means it's got a 1 meg standard. I do have this, which I'm going to put an upgrade onto it soon, but I need to get all the chips. The chips are going to cost me about £4 each. Well, I say £4 each. Some of them coming in for about a couple, more like 2, depending on where I'm getting it from. Because I scoured eBay and I found some that I'd be able to fill it out with. So that I'd been able to get the ST to about 2.5 meg. And that's partly what the bits are going to pay for as well, is that because I am... Yeah, the bits for that will help pay for that. That's the other reason why I'm doing the whole bits thing for the Atari ST Takeover. So it just helps to pay for this. I'm not in a full-time job anymore. I'm more in a freelance position. So I'm not as flush as I was before. But yeah. Thank you very much for the subscription there, Andy Magic Knight. Really appreciate it. ST. Oh yeah, I mean, this is, to be honest, this is more of an Amiga channel, but I did want to, because I understood that the ST probably needed a bit more um, memory stuff. Like the Amiga I've got has, I think, about 128 meg of memory. Now the Amiga is generally easier to kind of push with memory because it's got the trapdoor thing. The ST varies in how easy it is to upgrade. Um, I think the early STF ones are a lot harder, and that's why I had to go and find one of those. I didn't even think that it exists. I thought that maybe what I had to do was some sort of weird hack to it. But luckily, one of those did exist, and I can makes it easier for me to kind of upgrade it. But I think once you get to sort of STE levels, that's when you can start to get kind of modules of RAM similar, not exactly the same, to something like this, and then you can put like sort of those sticks in, um, and then that helps increase the memory for the ST. But um, like the thing is, there's so many different variations of the ST board. It was kind of, yeah, just But yeah, I do give the ST love when I can do, especially when I used to do. I say used to do the Retro Tuesdays, where I would do a long game and then sometimes I'd break it up and go and do something different. Um, so that's when I would. Brain's gone now. Then I'd usually take the Mister out and do different things. And I have had the ST out before, I think. Yeah, I have had it because I did it before. I think when I first got the Ultra Satan, I think I tried it. Did I? I'm sure I did. I can't remember now. Just give me a second. Promotion of the channel. No, thank you very much. The STM, you have to solder the chips onto the existing ones. Yes, I think I did see a video on that. I could be wrong, but Retro Man Cave, well, a YouTuber a YouTuber, I think he did a video where he had to he basically bought something similar to this, and he unsoldered these, and he put them on, because there's some space on one of his ST machines, and he kind of soldered it onto the board. I think I have seen double one on top of the other as well. It's kind of weird. Stuff that I wouldn't do because my soldering skills are just kind of not there really. I mean, I can do some basic soldering, but it's not something that I want to do with something like this. This is why I bought the ZRAM anyway, because with the ZRAM, it basically goes and sits in the same silver, that silver part of the ST. So you basically take the chip out, and then you put this in as a replacement, and it adds up the memory on top as well. So it kind of sits nicely in there. So it means that's less soldering as well. But to solder stuff, I'm kind of like, I have to force myself to actually think about soldering. So, no, sorry, I've already got rid of it. It's fine. You had to pick it back on chips, yeah, because you saw them on pictures. They all sat on each other. It was weird. You need new pants after you did it. I mean, the thing is, the ST machines are nice machines. They're a good alternative, and they're a good. They're good for the the music side, and that's what primarily they were big for. When I was a kid, I knew 2 people with Atari STs and 1 person with an Amiga. I think I gravitated more to the Amiga because it was easier to upgrade. And that's why I've got like 3 Amiga machines. But when I got this machine particularly, I was at a place called eJagFest. So around Dusseldorf, this was before the pandemic. Me and a couple of people would go down there, and it was entirely a convention, a small kind of room for Atari Jaguars. So at one point they'd set up this kind of stand, stand up stands where you'd be able to play the console in a case, and the controllers come out a little bit. They had one of those that was set up to play Alien vs Predator. The table we had was like the UK one. They were selling, I think, ST to JAG conversions. We had the Coco. Is it Coco board? So there was an arcade board that was the Atari Jaguar arcade board. I believe it was called a Coco board. And I can't remember the game that was on it. So that was shown. And somebody had like some homebrew thing on the other end of the table. And then I think the other people, there were a few other Atari Jaguars out. Someone at one point brought over a Mattel Aquarius, I think it is. It's Aquarius, sorry. Mattel Aquarius, because those are the ones with the blue keys. And the weird thing about the Aquarius is you could expand it by putting stuff in the slots. And it seems to kind of do this. And one of the things that they'd shown was, that, is it the Bad Apple demo? The one with the silhouettes and the girl and the apple and that sort of thing. So that was shown. That was 2018, was it? Something like that. So that was interesting. I think the year after that, one of the guys had brought in this big black box, and it was basically the dev box for the Atari Panther. So that was interesting to see that thing existed. At the same time, he was selling a couple of STs, and I think it was about €80 at the time. So I picked one up, and that got carted all the way from Germany. And is now here. So that's where this particular machine came from. What else was? Oh, yeah. The funny thing about when we went to EJAG Fest, was always something that would go wrong. So the first time we went, we were unpacking, and then somebody had forgot the keys, and then we ended up getting locked out of the hotel room. So we had to wait a few hours until the owner came back from a night out. The second time was we were coming in for breakfast in the morning. Oh, was it breakfast? Or it was either on breakfast or we were unpacking to get in. We decided to take the lift, and the lift started and then stopped. Doors opened, and it was just brick because it put us in between the floors. So that was fun. So yeah, it was fun going to EJAG Fest, but I've not done it in a few years since the pandemic, unfortunately. So there we go. 3 Amigas, yes. So basically, I've got 2 Atari 1200s. The one Atari 1200 that I usually use is the Checkmate. Checkmate is accelerated with the 030 and the 128 meg of RAM. That uses a terrible fire card. The other one is a stock 1200. It does have an expansion board, but it's more of a like an 8 meg expansion. But it so I kind of keep it for when games don't run properly on the accelerated one. They'll probably work better on the non-accelerated version. So that's why I've got 2 on that. And then I've got an Amiga 600. The Amiga 600 was bought because I'd lost a power pack for the 1200. So I went looking for a power pack. Came across a power pack with a 600, and I bought that, and that's kind of how that sort of transpired. And then I find the power pack, so I now got 3 power packs. So it's just one of those things, really. But the A600 is a nice little machine. The only thing that's obviously different with it is that it doesn't have a number lock key. Give me a sec. Sorry, you probably heard a drop that was next door. It does not. Sorry, did I say number lock? It doesn't have a number keypad. That's it. Because it's a bit smaller. But than that, it's. I think the weird thing about the 600 is it's confusing because you expect it to be like half a 1200, but it's not. It's more like a 250, so half a 500. But why they gave it a 600 name is I have no idea. I know the only difference is between that and a 500 is that the other difference, is that it uses the ECS chipset, not the OCS chipset. But the ECS is backwards compatible as far as I remember. So anyway, change. The one Pondo likes in it, but yeah, I think so. Jeff Minter still has a Panther. So apparently the big black boxes. I don't. Do I still have the? Let me just see if I can, because I probably will have an image somewhere. Where's my pictures? And mobile pictures. Yeah. So I think it was 2018. Was it 2019? It was definitely before pandemic. That's the other thing that happened sometimes was they did tournaments. And I remember one particular tournament when they had a bunch of Atari Lynxes networked together and we were playing checkered flag. So that was fun. Not there. I think it was 2019. Was it not 2019? Maybe not. 2017? So 2020 must have been pandemic. Because we definitely did two. That's when I moved. Try 2017. I'm sure I took a picture of it. This was a big... found it. 2017. Right, okay. Alright, just gonna put this on the screen so you can see it. Wrong one. There we go. So that there is the Panther dev kit. So that's what it says on this. If you can't read that there, this is I think this is like the manual for it at the side, and I can't remember what this was. But that effectively was supposed to be the dev kit. Oops, sorry. Yeah, what am I doing? Sorry, there we go. So yeah, that apparently was the dev kit. What else did he have on here? I think, what's the next image? Yeah, I think these were different Atari Jaguar cases that he had. I didn't take much more pictures apart from bootleg games that were sold there. So that's one of the bootleg games, I think. Mario Paint with the Nintendo mouse, which is not usual for me to see. Things like Sonic XL, which is the Sonic mod, whereby they basically changed the rings to onion rings. If you kept eating them, Sonic would get fatter and fatter, and then wouldn't run as fast. But if you ate too many onion rings, Sonic would just die. So, so there's a couple of bootlegs there. And we've got like the Pringles game there. Days Before Christmas at €49. I think it's a bit more expensive now. We've got Mega Man Wily Wars. So yeah, stuff that wouldn't usually see at an event, but yeah, there you go. That's my screen where you can see everybody. Oh. Cool. But yeah, there you go. So that was the Panther that was shown at eJag Fest. Not the best of pictures, but you can at least see it that there was one. Right, anyway, let's do some more gaming, because I've chatted too much of things. It was going to be the A300, much cheaper than the 5. But because Commodore ended up with more expensive and not as powerful, it came to the A600. Oh, you mean what I was talking about? It's going to be the A300, much cheaper than the 500. Yeah. It's not a bad little machine though. Anyway, next game. Because I've been talking too much, we need to do some more gaming. Hunter was the next suggestion. This was the suggestion by Humble Square in my Discord. Let's hope this actually runs. Yeah, I know a couple of people use the A600s to do music on. I'm pretty sure Hoffman does, and so does Ravi from the Retro Hour. Because what Ravi would do is he bought 2 little screens and he put them onto the A600s and kind of do it from there. I can't remember the program that he used to do the mixing. Oh, for crying out loud. I'm in the R section. Wait, it's running. Sheer irony. I'm playing a game that's 512k in memory, and I've got 512 followers. Really, just Sorry, it's just one of those things. It's like every so often, it's like, oh, there's a computing thing. Like when you hit 256, now it's 512. Right, okay. I'm not quite sure how you play this, but we'll have to see. Available games, Hunter, Missions, or Action. Let's try Missions. Please type in a name. Does anybody want to suggest a name in chat? Retro Gaming Denmark. Okay, fair enough. Let's see if there's enough characters for that. Oh, do you mean just me? Or should I put... Let's see if this works anyway. I didn't even... Okay, so that'll be Denmark. No, Retro Gaming D. I'm sorry, that's all I got. I didn't even press enter, and it just decided. Mission 1 objective, you must destroy one fuel dump. See logbook for target coordinates and return to HQ hour 17 of day 1. No problem. Okay, joystick's working fine. There's a bicycle there. I can shoot from the bicycle. I can't get off the bicycle. I can press space, that gets me off the bicycle. This might be one of those ones where I'm going to have to find what the map is. Good old P for pause. Got the manual. Okay, the good thing about this is that it's quite easy to pick up. Return select weapons one after the other. F for flare. L to consult the logbook. Oh, I ain't got no logbook. Question mark is map. Ain't got no map. Up and down does zooming. Brilliant. Does anybody know where the oh, I just got to go and kind of find a logbook, not a logbook, a fuel dump and see if I can do something. There's some trucks. Need to get off. Work call. See you soon, Nam. And Nam's. Thank you very much for popping in, Mitch. I mean, there's stores there. I need a fuel dump. There's a bird. Hopefully not dangerous. There's a person over there. Hopefully not dangerous. Nope. Don't seem to give a shit. Sure you could walk into these. Yeah. I almost thought I was going to get killed then. Because I wasn't sure what the sound was, but it sounds like a seagull. No logbook. I've only got pistol. Has anyone in chat played this one? I'd only heard about this game a few years ago. I think I read something about it in GTA and people looking at GTA type games. It was in Retro Gamer a few years ago, and it mentioned this as part of the kind of other open world stuff that you could have played. Slow on Amiga. Surprising. It's weird how you get different kind of different sort of ports, as it were. So the Gods game is arguably a bit better on Amiga, I think, especially for sound, which is weird, considering the ST is actually supposed to be good for sound. Because when I played it on here, it felt like it'd not really done much with the sound effects. Timed explosives, bullets, fuel can. Oh, okay, I see. I mean, to be fair, there are some games that work really well on both. And I mentioned this last time. I think when I was playing Eliminator and Nebulous. They both seem to be pretty much the same on the same system. What else is similar? I think Bomboozle plays about the same on both of them. ST is only considered to be a sound computer because it was the first cheaply available sequencer of MIDI ports. This ain't doing anything. I'm guessing I might need to add fuel to that. ST is almost the same sound chip as the ZX Spectrum 128K. Can't get in there. Oh, did I actually... Oh, you can swim. That makes it much better than GTA 3. Because it wasn't until San Andreas you could start swimming. That was half a joke, by the way. And, I mean, I could understand that in a 2D version, but a 3D version, it took them so long to do that. I was just like, okay. And the GTA series I've on 3 and Vice City was still a lot of fun to play. And then I stopped playing them after San Andreas. Because I think the next one was the 4th one. And didn't they say in the 4th one you had to do things like go out with your friends and that sort of thing? And I was just like, okay, so San Andreas have got to do the whole girlfriend thing. Now I've got to do the whole friend thing. It's getting a bit too sort of meta. I'm just gonna snoop out of it at this point. Yeah, I know the the STE had proper good audio. Okay, so I just misread that. Where is this fuel dump? birds have ignored me for a bit. Oh, the back. Of course, the back. Then on the ST range, you've got the Falcon. That was supposed to be the bee's knees, but I don't think most people had those. I think it's like the Atari ST equivalent to the 1200, arguably. I mean, I'm not saying it's better or worse, I'm just saying it kind of, as a kind of microcomputer, it's probably equivalent to. Some people might say that it was a lot better than, that's fair enough, and just like as a kind of layman's thing. Right, I'm not seeing any fuel dump here. Have I beached this? Oh, low on fuel, great. I'm sure I picked up fuel. Did I not? There you go, that's the manual for Hunter. Oh, wait a minute, is it? No, C's not. Oh, C's clock. Clock is not giving me anything. You will quickly find out that nights on the archipelago are dark indeed. Light begins to fade in the early evening, and a complete nightfall occurs around midnight. Without flares, you will have difficulty in distinguishing land, water, buildings, and even time in your coordinates. Oh, we're going to find that one out in a minute. Let's see if I can swim over to this other island. Oh, there, Dazza. Yep, Hunter. It was suggested on Great Long Fuel again. It was suggested on Discord. There's some Midwinter amazing games. Yeah, Midwinter was Mike Singleton, I believe. Can't seem to get the helicopters around. I can't fire it. So Michael Singleton being the guy behind... What was the ZX Spectrum game? Has a sequel, Doom Dark's Revenge. Lords of Midnight, that's it. I never understood that game. I remember trying to play it on the Crash cover tape version. Just didn't get it. Mind you, I was a kid, so I'm not surprised I couldn't get it. Oh, okay. So it looks like you carry fuel with you. Guy was a genius programmer, he pushed his system. Yeah, that's what I've heard. And he passed away a few years ago, I believe. Bazooka shells. Yoke off the bike. Landmines. Grenades. Is that a horse? Or a person? Something brown? Oh, it's a horse, I think. Can I get it? Is it going to drown? No, I can't get it. Fine. Bull. Okay. Where I try and milk it. No, I was trying to see if I could ride it. Because I thought, oh, there's a transportation. No, of course not. It's not like you can stick fuel in it and kind of make it run. I wonder how dark this is supposed to gonna go. Where is this fuel point? I'm sure I must have spent more than 17 hours looking for this. Ride on the bird. I can't even get hold of the bird. Problem is, it just flies above you. I mean, I think there's one here, but I'll just pick up and go. Why is that a squirrel? No, that's more like a squirrel, I think. Or a rabbit. Is that a huge rock that just is stood there? Yeah, I'm guessing so. Bird was not scared by the shot. I have no idea where I'm going. I'm going somewhere. Right, let me... Okay, on the there's a guide on. I don't want to use the solution, but it does give me coordinates for certain things. So cars, rowing boats, helicopters, rocket boats, gunboats, bicycles, jeeps, trucks, ambulances, tanks, windsurfers, ships, scanner vans, armoured cars, hovercraft, sundry items that includes flares, money, grenades, timed explosives, aerial observation units. Doesn't say anything else. Will this game wrap? And by that, I mean if I keep going one direction, will it swing me back round? Or will it stop me? You're getting tired. The lighthouse. You do not require another parachute. May the force be with you, comrade. Or a shark eats me, yeah. Could be the numbers stop at one point. Interesting, the life meters going down. Every time it says I'm getting tired, it's another one gone. Let's see how long I can get. Oh, oh shit! That was a shark. Someone did say that was going to be a thing. Oh, oh. Well, the shark did get me, so bravely giving your life for your country. Oh dear, sorry Retro Gaming Denmark. Well, you you might have been kidding, but it happened. Stay. Okay, let's see. No, can you? Right, okay, let's start. New game. Let's do missions again. One fuel dump. It says logbook. So I'm assuming you must have had a logbook that came with the game, because it wouldn't make sense otherwise. I'm just gonna put in. Just do a quick Google search for fuel dump. I just want the at least coordinates. No, I'm not getting it. So either unless there's a few logbook in the HQ. Okay. I say no. Is that a rock? Must be. I would have thought the fuel dump is quite close by. If this is mission 1. And the only thing in there was fuel, I believe. Tell you what, let me go to the left. No, get out. Oh, it's a piece of ice, I think. Because I can't actually walk up it. A long piece of ice. Is this the developer wall? The you can't go past here thing? I can't even go up on the... Oh, edge of the world. Interesting. Hopefully I can get to land before I get too tired. Come on. Sorry, Retro Gaming Denmark. I think this is going to be... Oh, come on. Let's see if we can get onto... I don't think we're going to make it. The only reason why I didn't go on the boat again was because we're running out of fuel anyway. It's alright. Interesting that even though I put M and it picks up the M, it doesn't actually put it on. I think we're going to leave this game for now. I need to return back to it, but it's one of those ones that it's going to take ages to kind of work out. I know there's another two different, there's the action and there's the other side. It's one of those things that I'm going to have to kind of do a long play on at some point. So I'll definitely will return to this. I probably will do a long play on, actually. So I have a spreadsheet called upcoming And upcoming basically says what I'm thinking of playing next. I'm probably got it a bit full at the moment. So Minga Monday, we're still playing Doritos. And then we're going to move over to Lord of the Rings. RPG Tuesdays, which was originally called Retro Tuesdays until I started playing RPG games, and that just took over the day. We're still playing Exile from Windows 98. Then we need to do Exhumed. Then I'm going to finish off Pool of Radiance, as long as this machine starts working again, and that's this one, the Mado's box. And then someone suggested a go and look for a quest mode, so that's a bit full. I could put it for Let's Stream Sundays, because we're already through Klingon Honor Guard. Then at some point I'm going to be playing D&D Warriors of the Eternal Sun. Then I've got Death Trap Dungeon. Then I've got Mech Commander for Windows 98. Alien Resurrection is on hold, so that needs finishing. So if I put Hunter here on Sunday, I'll put Atari ST. So that's on the cards. So at least that way I've got an excuse to come back to it. There we go. I'll still put the bits out for the Takeover session for Mondays. But at least I've got a potential to bring it back on a Sunday. So that'll be good. Right, so I've marked that one out. And there's no escape on this one. Okay. Let's do one more game, I think. Any suggestions on chat for what we could do as the last game before the end of the night? I have 100 odd games, 130 odd games I've got on this. $137. That's Amazing Spider-Man. Archipelago is always a nice atmospheric one. We've got Asterix, Axel's Magic Hammer. I should have Time Bandit, because I remember specifically playing that on this machine. I know that... is there an Amiga version? I think there is, but it's one of those ones where I wouldn't play it on Amiga, because I remember it more fondly on the ST. Play a Magic Knight game. I don't think... Was it Stormbreaker or something? Let me just... You might be joking, but I wouldn't be surprised if there was a Magic Knight game. Because we did have two versions of Nightmare on this. That was the 8-bit version and the 16-bit version. I'm sure there's two versions of it. Let me just see if I don't have a copy of it anyway. Let me just check. So there was Stormbringer. There was Finders Keepers. Let me just see if any of those are in. Hard drive version, I don't see that one. And the other one was... What was the most famous one? Spellbound was the other one. Nighttime was the other one. There is a Spellbound. But it's not what we're thinking it is. Okay, I'll put in chat what I've just found. Oh, the Stormbringer. Yeah, I'm just seeing that. That's kind of strange. What did it say it was? Only Stormbringer. That's a meg. Ooh, it's quite pretty as well. Right, okay. First of all, let's get the first suggestion done, and then we'll see if I can get Stormbringer on. Can't guarantee, because sometimes what happens is I put the USB key in, and it just decides it's not gonna work and pick it up. So let's do Time Bandit first. Yes, that'll be it. Looks a bit like Ultima at that point, because Ultima had these moon gates, and if you look at the box art for the first Ultima game, it looks almost like that. F1, F2 to change controllers. I think that's correct. It should be just one. Need to keep away from the explosions. Usually there's upstairs and downstairs parts to this. I think it depends on the map. Oops. And the fun one, the Pac-Man level. And I think every time you go in, it changes the level. So it kind of like an increase in. If I just double check, does that mean this will increase? Because I've already gone and doing a yes, different level of factory, I believe. Just vaguely remembered that. So it's kind of got like a gauntlet vibe to this game. There's the way out. Oops. I'll grab that before I go. I'm not quite sure how many levels there are. As you look at the crew bulletin board, you sense a strange silence shrouding the ship. There are no crew members in sight. You cannot hear the engines or feel a slightest breeze from the air vents. The bulletin board contains the usual daily reminders. Record all important actions in your desk log. Never transport objects into deep space. Use the only simple verb-noun commands when talking to the computer. Inventory list the items that you're carrying. The only life on board seems to be of a very familiar, very hostile nature. Press fire button to exit. No problem there, Retro Gaming Denmark. Thank you for popping in. Did not mean to do that. Sitting at the desk, you see indications that the ship is on a battery power only. Various monitors showed that the orbit is decaying, external hull temperature is rising, and time, as always, is running out. You scan the panels for important data and learn how to use the desk logs. The emergency lights dim as the batteries try to match the drain. There are messages played. Press return to continue. Helmsman's log recorded 8609. Is that 52 or something? S2. Set course for planetoid Voracious 12. Divert to intercept vessel in distress. Resume to orbit a Voracious 12. Continue to adjust for orbital decay. Active heading 926B. New heading. Don't know. I think I need to find a new heading. Weapons defense log recorded 8609 S1. Phase of firing, pin damaged in testing. Yellow alert issued on heeding distress call. Cancelled upon successful rescue. Emergency red alert, alien invaders. Shields destroyed, evacuate. Waiting command. Communications log recorded 8609 S3. Received distress call, switched to audio. Hailing Excalibur emergency code 908L. Our ship is disintegrating helpers. Send Excalibur, acknowledges. Stand by for a coordinates transport when ready. Just moments later, the Excalibur sends down its own frantic call. Hailing Starfleet emergency, we're under attack. Please acknowledge, is anyone out there? There's no reply, the rest is silent. What is 908L? Subspace static is the only response. Captain's log recorded 8609 S5. Current mission, investigate the strange activity on the planetoid Voracious 12. On searching the area, heeded a distress signal from a vessel caught in an energy web. We responded to the emergency and discovered an alien device at the center of the field. We are beaming this device onto the hangar bay for further study. At the moment, there's highly eligible. I'm sorry, that's my fault. Science officer's log recorded 8609 S4. Captain, the merchant vessel was trapped in an intense energy field, a grid-like web feeding the local power into one point. The ship could not handle the stress, but I detect no significant threat to the Excalibur. Fascinating. There seems to be a solid mass at the center of the field. From the energy patterns, I'd say it's sophisticated time-space warp device, definitely alien. There's a ladder. Engineering log recorded 8609S6. Captain were under attack. I was the back of the nacelle, fixing and firing pin with a bit of vent wire, and when all of a sudden these creatures came in out of nowhere, they've smashed our dilithium crystals. We're out of power. The captain replies, evacuate everyone to the lower deck and seal off the lift. We'll be safe there for a while. Crystal tanks are open and empty. And excuse my awful Scottish accent there. While searching the back of the nacelle, you come across a makeshift work area. Technical components lay scattered about in various states of repair. Among them, the phaser firing pin, bits of wire art strewn about, bent into crude forms. Take pin? No. While searching the back of the area, same again. Found a key. There's a way out. Want to go down first. At the security door, you hear a woman's voice from an overhead speaker. Hello, dear. You know I'd love to let you through, but I have my programs to follow. Nobody gets by without the captain's approval. You wouldn't want to get a poor circuit in hot water now, would you? Of course not. Get proper clearance or be a dear and run along. Actually, what is... No. Okay. This is the transport room. The desk log has been erased. A close inspection that the transporter was used just as you arrived. The coordinates were rigged to reset after use. That and low power makes the safe beaming uncertain. Let's not do that then. Wasn't expecting this. Oh, I got pushed over there, fine. Okay. tell you something, though. That that digging, that one reminds me a lot of the Vectrex. I'm sure that has the same sound as Estelle. And this shows you exactly where you are in terms of levels. That's good. Didn't want to go there, but never mind. Thank you for the follow there, Circuit Burger. Ah, damn it. Oh. Did not know you could open these. No, don't want that one. This one. The bones of a long-dead outlaw lie at your feet. Examining a pocket, you find a piece of metal with the letter S stamped onto it. Noting the letter, you return the metal piece to the bones. Oh, damn it. Probably the highest score I've ever got in this game. Okay, so we've got a bit of a crash. What a surprise. That's fine, it happens. Right, let me see if I can put on Stormbringer. I'll probably have another game at Time Bandit, but I want to see if I can actually get this on. Cross your fingers. See if this won't pick up. Yes. Brilliant. Download that. Stormbringer on. Right, we'll have another go at Time Bandit, and then we'll do the last game of tonight, which is Stormbringer. Somebody forgot to turn on the... Keep doing that. Yay. There we go. Can I press T? No. I was hoping if I could press a key, it would just jump down to that particular folder. Do it in list view. I'll try and remember that in future. Yeah, okay. I to be honest, I do like seeing the icons, but they're so slow to load up sometimes anyway. Don't mind it on that side because there's only a few files in, but I'll try and remember to do it on the big folders. Right, one more game of this. So upside down version of the one we just done. Oops. Ah. So same thing again, but it looks like these are faster. Ah. Where's my favourite one? There was a Ghost Town one. I think it was on this side. It must have been this one. Or is it that one? No. Could have been this way. So where is the exit? There we go. Don't have many lives left, I need to be careful. Old Tombstone Cemetery. Warning, mean spirits at large. Don't stay long and don't And try not to tread in the graves. The tombstone has the name Alan Selleck and the date 1848 to what engraved on it? What now? Well, most people didn't live for very long back in those days. Could have put 13. No? Okay. Open, don't know. Okay, don't know what I'm supposed to be doing. Wow, cannot kill the ghosts. And they chase you as well. By the looks of things. Last life, and I'm gonna get dead. Well, that was fun. It is difficult, this one, and you need something that's less of a squeezy joystick. Maybe one of Amiga Mortal's joystick probably would have been best there. Brad Pitt apparently has scored. Steven Seagal, Charlie Theron, Mila Kunis, and Bruce Willis. Fair enough. Wow. This was not like going back to the main bit. Bit unfortunate. Because it means I have to faff around turning the power on and off. Might be saving, but can't possibly. I mean, the thing is, it's on hard drive, so maybe whoever it is that's converted it has not converted it properly. That sort of thing happens. Right, last game of tonight then. So it's going to be Stormbringer. Oh, and also shows text. Thank you. It still takes ages to pick up. Well, I'm using, if you didn't see before, I'm using the Ultra Satan, and it's basically a modern hard drive stand-in. Uses SD card, so I've got, I think about, do I have like a gig or something in there? And that's why you can see loads of 511 or 512 partitions. So when I stick it in the Windows machine, you can see a bunch of hard drives popping. Because that's how I set it up. I think that was the biggest I could make it on version 1. Ultra Satan's really nice. Gives me that kind of Amiga hard drive WHD load type thing, but for the ST instead. Also means I'm starting to put applications on this. So I've now got a 7800 development kit thing. I've got a I've got STOS on this. And what else have I got? Is it Alice, the Pascal programming thing? I'd like to get some more on, but it means that I need to put it on disk, and I don't have any disks for the ST. No, not real Ghostbusters. What, it's crashing in there? Sorry, I have to reboot. You've got serial code for pushing to the ST when you're writing stuff for it. It's easy to assembly code on a Mac. Well, to be fair, it does. The Mac has gotten better at, mind you, it's got better at kind of development side stuff. But then again, it is using a Unix system, which makes things a lot easier. I've got a Mac Mini from 2014, I think, that I use for work stuff, any programming stuff. Because I was doing it on the Windows machine, it was fine. So one of the jobs I had was for Salah Marketplace, and Salah is like a e-commerce for the UAE, and the code, it's one of those ones that's similar to Shopify, so you can kind of write the code, save it, it watches it, and then kind of uploads and shows it on a shop view. And it was working fine up until a Windows update, and then when I started working with the Salah code, I saved it, and it just said error and just wouldn't update all the time. So one of the tasks I had to do was go and test something for Safari. But the problem is Safari is not available for Windows. So I dug out the Mac Mini, I tested the Safari code, and then shifted everything to the Mac. So I now kind of do stuff on the Mac now primarily, because touch wood, the updates are more reliable than Windows. I still will do development on Windows, but there are just certain things that's just easier on the Mac. Another one was recently looking at Python, even installing pip libraries is easier on the Mac than it is on the Windows side. For example, when I was trying to get one sorted, it was asking about wheels. So I tried to install wheels, and it said, "Oh, you got it installed," but it was looking at the install side from Inkscape, because Inkscape's got a load of Python files, so it kind of didn't really help. So when I went over to the Mac side, it was a bit easier. I think the problem is Microsoft going down the whole package everything up as one update. It's been one of the worst decisions they've done, because I remember back in XP days, you could roll back or at least select particular updates. So if there was one that was going to break, you could go, "Oh, this one, I'll leave this one till next time," and then that could get sorted. I think that's one of the biggest mistakes they've done. I mean, I know people could list a load of others, but that's at least one of them. Stormbringer, there we go. Right. Yeah, Windows may be dead in 5 years, but I've got my Windows 3.1 machine. That's always fun to play with. I've got my Windows 98 machine. It's always fun to play with. So on Saturday, we were playing Klingon Honor Guard, which came out on Windows 95 era. That's a really nice game. It uses the Unreal Engine. and hoping to start that up again once finish Mados. Don't expect any hints. Every time I play, what's the first one? Not the first one. Spellbound. I have no fucking idea what I'm doing. I don't expect to be able to get any further with this either. Smell something. Okay. Lose something. I'm not going to go there. Examine Aramis Le Pew. Strength 33, happiness 84, magic level 118, food level 50. Aramis can't tell where the smell is coming from. The writing appears to be in an ancient dialect of Digitus, Ramicus, Computerus. You will need someone to translate. I think that's supposed to say. Am I gonna die to this? Game over. The bear wolf flashes out one of its mighty arms and squashes you flat. Examine robbing of Shylock. Strength 35, happiness 4, magic level 119, food level 50. Robin is a jolly good shot with that bow. What's this? Advert. Stormbringer ST by David Jones, conversion by Andrew Shaw and Jason Wilson of South Bank Computer Services. Coming soon, Spellbound in Nighttime. Guessing that never happened, by the sounds of things. This hardware scroll is part of the amazing graphics chip designed to give your ST the most wonderful graphics ever. At the bottom, written in black on black background, it reads, sorry, we've got to fit it. It was politics and it never happened. Yep, sounds about right. That's one thing I did like about these games, that characters would just wander around everywhere. They wouldn't stay in one particular area. Even on a Spectrum, you didn't see them move, they just kind of moved when you went off the screen and came back on again. Examine crystal ball. Can be read. The magic missile induces sleep in anyone. In anyone it is thrown at. Okay. So I'll probably need it for the rare ball thing. Examine Organon the Guard. Strength 37, happiness 84, magic level 118, food level 50. Organon enjoys his work. I can't go any further. Is this a character? Examine Privet the Hedgepig. Strength 116, happiness 84, magic level 118, food level 50, and Privet is asleep. Alright, so the thing behind isn't an object. A character, sorry. It's missing graphic. The tree is a character. Well, I did try and move slightly to the left to get away from. Maybe if I just stand about here. Yeah. Oh, I see what you mean. Examine Barker the Ent. Strength 1, happiness 2, magic level 3, food level 4. Barker is very old. Okay. I didn't see you before. Oh, you're pickupable. Examine a chicken. You can't load a chicken. Ball of liquid, be red. The old grog brewed the old way by P. Artist and Son. It's a paintbrush there. Cast a spell. Could never work out why I've got spells, but I could never cast them. Oh wait, you can take stuff from characters, can't you? I kept forgetting about that. You got a wand. What's the wand? Wand of Command. I remember that from Spellbound. There are some pretty fancy runes carved upon the wand. It's a pity that you cannot understand any of them. Cannot help. The hack seems to have broken the characters. Not supposed to stand still except the guard. Well, we did see them moving, so I'm assuming that it worked and then it broke. Pivot can't help. Oh, Pivot's gone to sleep again. Run out of energy. Yeah, that's the one thing I could never... I enjoyed playing these games. I could just... They seem to be difficult to play because it just seemed to be a choose what you had to do with half the stuff. But I'm not sure whether they felt I needed to help run away, but it was more taking stuff from them. It seems to work. And the problem with nighttime, not nighttime, sorry. The first one, Spellbound, it was easier to die. So you only got to a certain level of a certain number of screens before you die, and there was no way in that game that I could see how to heal myself. There was a potion of healing, but there's no way of using it for some reason. And the only other thing I had was like a glowing bottle. Now you needed that glowing bottle to go to the far left because otherwise it was dark. But if you drop the bottle, some ghost would appear. And yeah, anyway, so it's kind of weird. Logic was a little weird. I only wrote the code. David wrote the story. Oh, I see. Well, since I'm a Spectrum owner, I will shoot because I'm sure I've got it to hand. Give me a moment. Yes, I do. Well, thank you for the games anyway, Andy Magic Knight. They were pretty, but they were just difficult to play. Well, I will show you this as a bit of nostalgia. There is Spellbound for Mad Games for the ZX Spectrum. And there's the back of it. Oops. Back of it right there. Can't see that properly, but and then the really nice tape, the nice mad tape with the little kind of dotted background. Let's see if I can put that a bit closer. There you go. Not perfect, but there you go. The 80s. I did finally play Finders Keepers. I think the thing is but I'd already played this game first, and then I played Finders Keepers later on, much later on recently, and I couldn't get on with it. I suppose it's because it was so different than the sequels. I think I need to play it again, but it's just, you know, when it's just like slightly off. No problem, that's fine. Yeah, I Final Fantasy Keeper is just a bit different, so I'll have to play it again at some point just to get my head back into it. Just wondering if it's worth playing and having another go of it. Just because I know it wants me to get. I'm assuming the magic missile is there to get rid of the werebeast. I just don't know where it's going to come from. Let me have one more go, because I want to see what the other characters have in terms of items. What do you have? The sun. Okay. Robin wants to keep the sun. Sodding cloud. So you got the window command. Card burger. Ooh, what have you got? Magic talisman. Read and wear. Wear for extra magic power. Really subtle glue. Okay. Okay, what can I cast? Can't cast. Brass Ank, read and wear. Instruction reads, good luck, traveller. Oh, I see. The Ank heals. Right, so he's got nothing. Oops, sorry, I didn't want to do that. You will need special boots to reach the upper limits of the castle. So it looks like that's like a hint thing every time I read it. Do something silly with the teleport pad and key to wind up in limbo. So if I move to another screen, you have checked the situation's vacant. Oh, have you checked the situation vacant? Not sure what you mean by that. Yep, seeing that one. Job section in the paper. You mean the paper that this guy won't give me? So I have to give Robin something that he'll give me the sun paper for. Yeah, no, I'm just trying to think what was going to cause him to give me it. So I take a grunter is the big thing. Oh, bugger. Right, yeah, okay. That's one thing that I'm gonna have to kind of nosy at another point as well. I'll have to have another game of the Spellbound one because I think it is about taking stuff from people, but it's working out which ones you can take because some characters don't give you stuff. But it's interesting to find the wearable thing. I just hoped it gave me more magic, but it kind of didn't, so wasn't quite sure about the whole magic side of things. I don't know if Andy wants to say anything about that, because I don't understand why you can get a set of magic but not be able to use it. You see what I mean? As in, I've got the options to use it, but it doesn't do anything. Unless the whole point is I can, but I need to increase my magic power to that point, maybe? Perhaps? Guessing? Don't know. Can't remember, to be honest. Spells are used at locations. Right, that might give me an idea. So it's like I can't use it anywhere, I have to be somewhere specific for it to be used. Okay. I'll see if I can do that with Spellbound at some point. Like past flower spell, you've got to be next to the road. Okay, fair enough. I'll try to remember that for next time, but thank you for the information. Right, I think that is it for today. I am going to back once I get my ending screen up. Right, that's it for Target ST Takeover for this month. I'm going to be back not next Monday because I'm going to have a week off. Like I said, I'd already done a week's worth of streaming. I'll have to give kudos to those people that can do it for a week because I think the difference with me is I do mine later on at night, so it's a bit sort of maybe those people that do it earlier on can probably do a full week, but it took me out a little bit, I think, from this morning. I've also got Mado's to finish off first, so I'll be back tomorrow with Mado's main game, Pirates Gold. For those of you who don't know what Mado's is, it is a celebration of Windows 3 games. So it's a 3-line, 3.01, 3.1, 3.11, and there was also, was it 3.14, which was the Chinese one. I don't know if that had any different games for it, but you know, I include it as part of the line. It's been an enjoyable year this year for Mados. Played a few interesting games, so I'm quite happy with that. And then next year I'm probably going to do. Next year I might end up doing either Star Trek Klingon or Fox on one or two. I know Star Trek Klingon had about 4 different discs, so I was going to leave that until another point. So that's Tuesday. It's going to be the main game for Pirates Gold. Friday's going to be the last random games for Mados. Don't know what I'm playing yet. I'll have to have a nosy. I probably will end up playing another game in Watch Room because I'm quite enjoying that. I still need to add that as the channel point redeem. Because that's a good little quick one to play. No problem there, Andy Magic Knight. So yeah, tomorrow for Pirates Gold, Friday for the last Mados for this year, and then I will be off for a week because I'm not doing a Sunday, and then I will return on the 10th of June, where we'll be going back to the usual Amiga Mondays. If you remember, we're playing Doritos, so we'll get back to that and get that a bit further done. Do a bit more Amiga cover discs, because I think we're probably on CD11, I think it was. I'll have to spend next week looking through that and find out where I was. For those of you who are not in, usually it's my usual streaming is Amiga Mondays, playing Exile Escape from the Pit on Tuesdays. Fridays, it depends. There's a podcast called Retro Asylum. They'll do Game Club, which will be different game per month. So if I'm feeling it for the game, I'll go and do that. If not, I'll do something different. And Sundays is our main game. Like I do like a long stream of something random. Currently we're playing Klingon Honor Guard, which is the first person game, just particularly this one. It's a really, really cool game. Really enjoying it. So I played that on Saturday, just to get back into things. So that'll be coming on the week of the 10th. And yeah, that's it. So thanks very much for popping in. Thank you for the follows and for the chats. Let's go and see who is available for raiding. As usual, first of all, we'll check to see who's doing Mados. No problem there, Andy Magic Knight. Have a good sleep. Okay, let's go raid Dr. CDCS, who's playing Street Rod for DOS. So Street Rod is this kind of game where it's shooting up old cars and racing them against other people in that kind of 1950s style. Really interesting for what they did for back then. It was 1989? So that looks interesting. At the moment, he starts off doing a couple of mini games. At the moment, he's playing Alley Cat as a challenge, and then I'll move on to his main game. So let's go raid Dr. CDCS. Cool. Right. See you all hopefully tomorrow, and yep, for the last two games, last 2 days of Maydos. And until then, I will see you all later. Bye.